Hi everyone, Cheri here from Orchard Corset. Welcome back to our series, Corset 101. Today we're going to talk about how to know when you first get your corset and you're trying it on if you have the right size. Did you order too big? Did you order too small? Because we tell you, don't tighten your corset up too much when you first get it. You need time to break that corset in and season it. But then how are you supposed to know if it fits? Well, I'm going to show you. All right, I have 3 CS411 in our black cotton here with me today. I have one that I know is too big, one that is too small, and of course one that is the right size. These are all corsets that have not been broken in, so they've not been worn, so they will fit, like a new corset does fit, not as snugly as a corset that you've had for a while. So you get your corset in the mail, and you want to try it on to see if it fits. You need to try it on, you don't want to have anything bulky on, but it's best if you have some sort of a lightweight camisole or tank. I also have just leggings on, so that I don't have too much bulk. You want to get a good feel for how it's going to fit. So this one, remember loops and hooks always on the right. Now this is opened way far enough, okay? I can already tell this corset's probably going to be too big. Here we are. Make sure that the waist is right where your waist is supposed to be. Have the modesty panel out of the way. And I'm going to loosen it up. It's much easier to do if you have a mirror. All right, well, as you saw, I'm not quite closed yet, but I'm pretty close. I still have plenty of room here and here, as you should have the first time you put a corset on. Now, after you season a corset for a couple of weeks, you usually get another 2 to 3 inches of cinch out of it. Well, that's going to put me past where my lacers are going to connect. So this corset is definitely too big for me. I won't get much use out of it unless I plan to wear it maybe for costuming. So I'm going to be wearing it over bulky clothing. I'm not using it for waist training. Then this would actually probably be a really good size, because you don't want it to be real snug then if you're using it for a purpose other than waist training. But for me, this would definitely be too big of a corset. All right, first one, too big. So I would take it, use my exchange form that's on the back of the invoice that you get, and pop it back to Orchard Corset and just let us know, oh, you know what? Even though I went through and I used all that sizing help, it's not an exact science, it's still a little bit different. I need to size down. Send it back to us and we'll send you back the correct size. So maybe you went through and you did use our sizing help, or you talked with somebody on chat. All right, let's see. Oh, look at that. Don't want to pull that. Remember, never force the bust to close on your corset. Loosen the laces all the way. Now, if you have your laces all the way open and you still can't get your corset to close around you easily, then that corset's too small. All right, let's see how that works. Oh, that's much better. Trust me, you don't want to have any torque or pull, not only because you can warp this boning in the front, but because it's so much easier to fasten a corset that doesn't have any torque on it. They pop in much, much nicer. All right, again, making sure the waist is where it needs to be. Adjust my modesty panel. And I'm going to start to lace. Now I'm already seeing, and I don't know if you can see, but look at how far over that is right there. That's a long way to go. Well, I'm almost as snug as I'm going to want to make this for the first wearing. Just have some loose laces here. All right, that's actually feeling pretty tight, and it feels tight in a weird way because where these where the bones are intended to hit you for waist training, they're not hitting me there because this corset is too small. Here's a look at what it looks like from the back. You can see I have several inches there to go before my modesty panel is even going to get covered. So even after I break this in and it warms up for another couple of weeks, I'm still going to barely hit that modesty panel. Now, depending on how much room you have or don't have left over in a corset, really will depend on the size of corset that you need and your natural waistline. So, you know, for women who maybe wear a size 18 to 22 corset, this should fit you sort of the way that I'm going to show you a corset should fit you. If you have a natural waistline of maybe 32, 34 inches, you're sizing down to a 26, 28 corset, a little bit more play is, you know, you have a little bit more squishability, so you're able to get away with having a little bit wider of a gap to begin with. And then our fuller figured gals that are, say, maybe measuring at 40, 45 inches, and you're sizing down into the upper 30s or the low 40s. Remember, we have corsets that run all the way up to a size 46. So it's going to look different, and we have a blog that goes along with this video that will talk about that in a little bit more detail if that is information you are interested in. So clearly this corset is too small. So I would take it off, fill out my exchange form, send it back to us, and we will quickly send you out the right size corset. Make sure it's all loose before I undo it. So, poor Goldilocks now. I've got one that's too big and one that's too small. Let's see what a corset is that's just right. So here is the size, 22. Plenty easy to get on. All right, line it right up. Fix my modesty panel. I do have a mirror off camera here, you know. I'm cheating just a little bit. Okay. That is good enough for the first time wear. You know, I would wear this around this way for an hour or two the first time. As you can see, I still have room here, some room here, but I'm closed just to where I'm just covering the modesty panel. It feels very comfortable. The bones are all where they're supposed to be. My lacing is even up and down the back so that I know that this is the right style corset for me. We'll have another video that'll let you know whether or not you've chosen the right or the wrong style. So check out that down in our links below. So anyway, this is what a corset that fits just right should be like for you. Hope this helps, and we look forward to seeing you back here at our Orchard Corset channel. Until then, make sure you visit us at www.orchardcorset.com.